Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
The following is an All-Star 15 TV production.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to All-Star 15 TV. On the broadcast tonight, we go to the round of 8, race number 1 for the Extreme Forces Racing League Transcendent Designs Xfinity Series. It's the No Skill 187 from Talladega SuperSpeedway. And in the broadcast booth with me is my one and only on Monday nights. It's TJ Barnier.
Funny you mentioned No Skill, AJ, because this guy wishes he could broadcast from behind the... Oh, I was just out there in practice and having a blast.
Yeah, you are currently in 5th position, just about a 10th and a half behind Ben Morrow in P number 1. How good did it feel to get behind that Xfinity Series car?
I tell you, it was a little bit freer than I would have liked, but man, was I having a blast. Oh, I wish I could come race with these guys. I'm a plate race like goon.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. I'd run a plate race series because I'm that toxic. I just love this style of racing. I know a lot of people don't care for it. I love it. Can't get me enough of it.
Well, let's talk about the elephant in the room being the playoffs. Last week, we cut off a good
Oh my!
4 drivers. What's that? What happened?
The 23 just elevated off the racing
Oh boy.
at a height I have not seen in quite a while.
So,
It would have rivaled Daytona this year.
well, there is the playoffs as they sit. We've eliminated Daniel Park, Adam Capps, Dylan Dunford, and 2 weeks ago we eliminated Joshua Bally. But coming into tonight, as we're switching over to qualifying, Dean Demmer with a 4-point lead over Hawkins, Howell, Morrow, and Trader and Adams. But Paul Irvin and Nick Trader with 2002 and 2001 respectively. But we're at a wild card track, TJ. Talk about Talladega while we get qualifying underway.
Well, this place is, as they say, anybody can win. I thought when you said elephant in the room, we were going to address the fact that our man Dean Demmer came in 2 weeks ago with no wins, comes in tonight with 2 wins, back to back for Dean. So proud of that kid. Unbelievable guy. Just really, really happy. That's the guy representing us right now. Fry's in the car tonight. But this place is wild. You're going to see wild action. If you remember back to Daytona at the top of the race ended with one of the biggest crashes I've ever seen. There was a little bit more cars that night than there is tonight. But it was a great race right down to the finish, and one small little hesitation wadded up 20 some odd cars in turn 2, and it was a battle between 2 cars back to the line that I feel like set the tone for most of the year. Tonight kicks off round 2, the big round, the final cutoff round. Do well here, and you find yourself in a deadlock. One race, win a title. It starts tonight. You need to survive Talladega. It is not a race of, oh, hey, I need to be the fastest car. Oh, hey, I need to lead the most laps. It is, I need round at the finish.
Yep.
We have seen these races get ugly.
Absolutely, TJ. And that's the biggest issue with these super speedway races. When are we going to have the big one?
Are we going to have the big one?
I think we're going to have a big one. There's 8 playoff drivers. And, yeah. I think we're going to have a huge one.
Nobody's logging a lap right now. This is interesting.
Yeah, they have. Boom.
Oh, there we go. Vern just popped up. For whatever reason, it's not I've got most exciting selected, but it's not.
Oh, you're not
showing me.
You're not gonna see anything because you're a driver in the race.
That's right. Truth be told, I hit the wrong button when joining tonight, and it was the greatest accident I've made all week.
Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that to happen. TJ McOopsie.
TJ McOopsie, get to race car in practice.
Randy Howell in the number 8 Chevy Camaro with a 54.27.02 off of Vern Hawkins. We'll actually stay with Vern Hawkins because he's going to complete his qualifying using that apron. That's going to be off limits during the race, but if it's going to save you some time in qualifying, does it? No, he's actually slower. Let's jump to Randy Howell. Does he gain some time? No. What about Jesse Adams, playoff driver? He's going to go P3. Let's go to Matt Cochran in the number 4, Bass Pro Shops Toyota Supra.
Is that a Supra?
That's the joke I make every week when I see a Supra. Matt Cochran, P3. Matt's always been good on super speedway tracks. Back to all, the NASCAR days. Nick Trader, the 56, crosses the line. P1, 54.22.
Never afraid to go to the outside.
Nope.
Tab.
Didn't want to waste a run.
Mick asking if it's the no skill 187 that he has a chance. Yes, Mick, we are saying. So we are saying there is a chance.
Adam Caps, who was just eliminated from the playoffs, trying to play spoiler his second lap. Not going to improve. Aaron Elam in the 1. He's going to cross the line. Going to go P3. Josh Fox jumps up to second.
Makes him go to P4 for Farron and P2 for Josh.
Paul Irvin crosses the line. He's going to go 9th, and everybody else not taking time. The only playoff driver to not take a time, the 41 of Dean Demers. You have Forrest Smith, Dylan Dunford, Joe Darnell, Mick Olofsson, and Ryan Fry all not taking time. But let's get to the starting lineup for the No Skill 187 from Talladega Superspeedway. Boom, there it is on your screen. Nick Trader starting P1, Josh Fox outside pole. In your second row, you have Vern Hawkins and Farron Elam. Row number 3, it's Randy Howe, Drew Trader. Row 4, Matt Cochran, Adam Caps. And rounding out the top 10, you have Paul Irvin and Ben Morrow. TJ, take us the rest of the way.
We got Jesse Adams, P11, Dean Demers, P12. Race control is slotted 13th. We know that ain't happening. So that'll bump Forrest Smith to 13th eventually. I think he has to start in 14th. Dunford 15th, Darnell 16th. Some bozo who clicked the wrong button in 17th. Wish he was racing. He's not. Mick Olofsson and Ryan Fry.
I had a feeling you were going to say something when he got to your name. We have way too much fun up here, pal.
I should click grid just so I can say, hey, I was on the grid. No, I don't want to.
Ryan Fry deciding to text before the race. Not feeling good. Figured I would turn some laps. Maybe it will be the MJ flu game. I'm pretty sure he went off that game.
I think that's what Ryan was trying to insinuate. Okay?
Oh, let's just hope he doesn't turn into old habits and become the weapon.
I don't think we'll have to worry too much about that. But, man, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little jealous. I'm like, man, race.
TJ, I'm just saying, if you sucked as a broadcaster, you'd be racing right now. But you are so good as a broadcaster.
Oh, iRacing's informed me that I missed the start.
I'm pretty sure. Yep.
Yeah.
And we're going to get one pace lap around this 2.5 mile track. Kind of unique. If this is the first time you've seen Talladega Superspeedway, the finish line is not where you expect. It's outside the trioval, past pit road. We currently have 17 cars on the racetrack, and only 8 of those are playoff drivers. The drivers in red, starting with Nick Trader, Vern Hawkins, Randy Howe, Drew Trader, Ben Morrow, Paul Irvin, Dean Demers, and Jesse Adams are all your playoff drivers. And playing spoilers, you have Josh Fox, Farron Elam, Matt Cochran, Adam Caps, Forrest Smith, Dylan Dunford, Joe Darnell, Mick Olofsson, and Ryan Fry. TJ, try your best to not be biased here, but who's winning tonight?
Tonight, here, Josh Fox.
Oh, okay, that was... Wow. Is it because he's in the 23 and...
No, I got a feeling.
You got a hunch? You got a hunch.
I got a feeling.
And somebody we mentioned during qualifying, I'm going to go with our old buddy from console days. I'm going to go with Matt Cochran because he's not afraid to use the run. It might not work out for him, but you're going to see him be aggressive to the outside probably multiple times tonight. And if people are going to go with him, they're going to make a lot of moves. And I'm really liking Farron's car. That's a cool looking car.
It is. Race control was talking and I heard it and I was confused. Apparently they want the field to tighten up a little bit.
I would assume so. There's a big gap between Jesse Adams and Paul Irvin.
He's just trying to get a run on him, you know?
Yeah,
Not gonna lie, Dean Demers, new paint scheme on that car tonight looks freaking cool.
Yeah, great job, Ryan, with making that. A couple drivers with new paint schemes. Josh Fox, Farron Elon. Green flag in the air. We are a go for the no skill 187 from Talladega SuperSpeedway.
Sounded like you were choking there for a minute, Val.
I still am.
Good to know. 23 car hanging tough on the outside with that 156 early advantage. 1 and 2. He's got help behind him. I do believe they're friendly. Good push. 2 car about to get to that bumper of the 1. Interested to see what they do.
Early on, that inside lane was put together, but coming off turn 2, that outside lane is getting stacked up. Trying to get you guys a good camera view. Let's see if we can get the drone cam working.
I'm very nervous at the tail of the field. Couple guys starting to lose the field. That's not good. I do believe that's Dean and Ryan.
Oh yeah.
And the 12, Darnell.
Well, they do have a stage break.
That is true.
But they also are going to risk losing a lot of ground. And that stage break is at lap 20, so they need to survive 20 laps of under green, or if we get cautions, they'll get bunched back up. But they got to stay at it. Paul Irvin looking to the outside. Here comes Adam Capps as well.
We got a 3-wide moment here as Mario gets sucker hold. He's going to lose another one. Adams is going to close the door down on him. Adams going to go into the sucker hole.
That inside lane ain't looking too bad.
Not right now. And, oh my God, I think Fry and Dean almost just hooked each other. Trying to push back up here. They've got him right now. If those two hang on, they'll have this back. Morrow slots in low. Adams is kind of like baiting. Do I go high? Do I go low?
TJ,
I gotta go somewhere.
Make sure you're live, pal.
I am.
Okay. And that inside lane doing really good. That outside lane, they're about to get Joe Darnell and basically probably gonna run down this inside lane. Ooh, I thought the 8 of Randy Howe was gonna step out there.
That outside just doesn't look like it's formed up enough yet.
I don't know if they're really trying to. I think they're just trying to stay out of the way. That 8 is going to cause an issue with how much he's bobbling. Forrest has to really be careful. As you can see, he backed up right there.
Baron Elam is now going to have the ability maybe to get himself out of the middle. As I do believe the 12 clears him. Yes, he's going to go up behind him.
I don't think Fry has a number on his car. Oh, it's on the roof. It's only on the roof. Oh, no, it's on the back quarter panel. Never mind. I'll shut up now.
Oh, he went like All-Star Race car that one year where they were playing around with moving the number.
And that inside lane is becoming dominant.
One of those things we could see is just everybody kind of riding around on the bottom, logging laps, knowing we got a stage. What lap? AJ, I've already forgot. Stage
20.
lap? 20?
Yep,
Which is interesting because I believe in practice I had about 22 laps of fuel at speed.
Look outside of Nick Trader's car. Everything looks good until you look in the mirrors. Oh, somebody's getting turned.
Mick, it's Mick. Saved it. Did a great job to save it, but obviously going to lose the field.
What's funny is I saw that through. Oh, he gets punted by Dean. No. The close-up rate between these cars is insane. And then Mick's got to really slow down, and Dean's probably not thinking anything of it.
What a save, though, honestly.
But that's gonna lose him a lap. Not a lap, but it's gonna hurt.
It could end up being a lap, but he would get the lucky dog as long as nobody else wins.
You got to be careful. The drafting power of these cars is insane. Not as crazy as the trucks. But when they stack up, you really got to be right on top of it and hope you don't get run over. And unfortunately, nothing for Mick to do. Nothing really for Dean to do. Well, we're 7 laps in. Nick Trader, your leader, followed by Dylan Dunford and Vern Hawkins. Fair and Elon, the fastest lap of the race, a 50.51. And we are 2 by 2.
Oh, your little ticker doesn't have me in last place. That's fun.
I mean, I could switch that.
I'll go make a lap.
No, it does have you in last place.
What the hell? It just moved. I was just 18th. This is frustrating. I guess it depends on what end of the racetrack you're looking at, who's got the position.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Dylan Dunford on that outside just blinked out. I just saw panic. Straight
He's got a cool
panic
car.
on the 4.
I like his car. It looks really cool.
Yeah, it reminds me of like a Kyle Busch scheme from way back in the
Oh
truck
yeah,
days.
oh yeah, way back up. When I first saw it in my mirror, I thought it was some sort of McDonald's scheme with the way the hood looks.
That's what I thought too.
And then I got alongside, it said Traxxas. I'm like, all right, whatever. Big push on that 94 by the 4.
Yeah,
Really giving him the business.
What did I say about Matt?
In fact, is he gonna stick it to the outside of him? No, he thinks better of it.
I'm seeing a lot of squirreliness.
Dude, that car was free. That was the one thing I noticed. I went to make a move to the outside, and it almost stepped out on me, and I was like, whoa, hello, Nelly. You can't just make, like, your, pro gamer move to the outside.
Pro gamer move, I see.
That in the business is what they call a pro gamer.
Yeah, I don't think I've had one. Or if I have, it's been a while.
You made a pro gamer move one night.
When?
It was when you, the night you ran up underneath me and... It's a good way to eliminate the competition.
I mean, you got me back at Eldora after I led every single lap, except once that last caution came out.
Oh, that was a fun night. I felt bad, but I didn't.
Rocky kills me. I say caution. We're like, we're past the line. TJ wins.
It was a well-timed event.
I miss Rocky.
No kidding. That week's coming up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting time.
We're just a couple weeks away from it, unfortunately. But that outside lane, Dunford, and even Caps, wholly squirrely, but still gaining time. They're very strong on that outside. Are they going to take the lead here? At 94? I think he's even.
I mean, the funny thing is with this place, this is one of my favorite places because of where the line is. You could be leading out of the turn, but not be leading by the end of the straightaway. Kind of the case here.
Yeah, that at Daytona too, but this one's I feel a little more exciting because you have to go that extra little bit.
I mean, I wouldn't mind even. You want to play around with something? Move the one at Daytona to right out of the turn. How crazy would that be?
Right out of turn 4 in that little short shoot.
Yep. Especially for the road course, if they were to run that road course again.
I don't think they will.
Have the line be before the little...
Dylan's got to be careful with there. I thought Matt was getting to that outside. Woo! We could have saw the big one.
And the problem is a big one tonight is...
The field.
Is the field.
It's the field. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to All-Star 15 TV. Appreciate you for being here. If you haven't yet, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Follow if you're on Facebook or Twitch. You'll get a nice little, thingamabobber. This was Mick Olofsson just about 20 minutes ago for sharing the stream on Facebook. And I know how much TJ likes that guy.
Yeah. This little battle at the front of the field is interesting.
It very much is. Look at all those playoff guys and look at all those non-playoff guys.
You got 10 cars, double file. If Jesse Adams get up there, it'd be 12. If something were to happen right here, you know, the back couple playoff guys would suddenly look like geniuses.
Oh, the 94 cuts down in front of Nick Trader. Oh, there goes Matt.
Oh, no.
Caution,
Oh,
flag.
no. Oh, boys, watch it, watch it. Dean! Oh, Denver's going to get a little aftermath damage.
Oh. We gotta get a little bit closer.
Little too much push from Caps.
It looks like he's gonna get turned a little bit by Fry.
Yeah, that's not so bad. He, right here. I don't know what the hell that was.
I don't know if those guys had any control of their car. To be completely honest with you, T.
I don't know, AJ. You're under a lot of brake at that point. Why not just hold it, knowing there's still cars coming by?
What a wreck! 14 laps in this race. This is from Vern Hawkins and Paul Irvin, both in this. Oh, yeah, he's holding the brakes. You could hear it. Still holding it. Still holding it. Still holding it. Letting it roll, and yeah, right at the last second, he let it roll a little bit.
I mean, it is what it is. It doesn't look like a whole lot of damage.
Wow.
But that's a lot of cars.
But only 2 playoff drivers.
Yeah, and I think Paul, the 14's cooked. That car's done. Paul, not as bad.
Paul doesn't have a front end.
No, well, it didn't look as bad. Did you get more after they started spinning? Or was it just...
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, it just decided to fall off. What? Kind of shitty for him.
TJ. This isn't an endurance race where we have free reign.
Wow. Listen. If Dale Jr. can say it on live TV, so can I.
Did he really?
Do you not remember? Well, I mean, you got fined for it back in...
Wow. 13, 14. I think we're on lap 15 now. But what a wreck. What's going on, Joe? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you for checking in on the stream. It's been a very long week and having some very much great conversations over the last couple days with some people. As you guys know, we weren't here for the broadcast last week at Phoenix. I do want to apologize to all the teams, all the drivers, and all the sponsors. Unfortunately, we had a very huge medical emergency on my end that needed very much attending to. So we appreciate all the love and support that we've gotten.
We should mention, AJ, it was not you.
It was not me.
It was just very close family.
Very close family. Like, if you wanted to put a ring on it.
Like Mrs. AJ?
Yes, Mrs. Wasn't expecting that.
Mrs.
But appreciate all the love and support from everybody. But again, I apologizing for no stream last week. Unfortunately, for TJ, it would have been an absolute blast to stream that race because what was the finish, pal?
Oh, Dean won.
Dean absolutely dominated.
Yeah, but see, and that's the thing. You're gonna miss a week. Can you miss a plate race? Like,
Dude, I try not to miss any week.
Can you plan your medical emergencies better, please?
No, because that's why you call them emergencies. And now we're picking
Oh,
sides.
I guess.
Oh,
Well, this
boy.
is-
Ryan Fry going P2 on the outside, starting 4th.
Letting it eat. Letting it eat. Yeah, I think he'd like to see a couple more crashes.
With
Not
him
like
not being
that he
one of them.
caused. Well, yeah, a couple more crashes. Like you said, the flu game is looking pretty good right now.
I don't know. You need to be on a little bit harder on the brake. But hey, it's a plate track. They don't run huge brakes here anyway.
Trying to figure out what's going on. Apparently, the 94 got a black flag for passing under yellow as the.
Did he come to pit road? He did. I can tell you why.
did, but-
Hold on. I'll show you.
No, he had it before they pitted.
Oh?
Yeah.
For passing who?
Again, he was the leader.
Did they waive it? Did they clear it?
I don't. Let me look. Not yet.
Well. They might need to.
I don't know why you would have. I mean, yeah, I can go back and like. At the moment of caution, if you're the leader, how the hell do you get a passing under yellow?
I have no clue. It's new to me. Pace car's about to take the left-handed turn. First safety down pit road. Right now, only 13 cars still remaining. Adam Capps, Paul Irvin, Vern Hawkins, and Matt Cochran. The victims of our first crash tonight. And
the restart zone is what, like right
Green
there?
flag,
There
green
it is.
flag.
in the 56, goodbye.
Yeah, I can't see where Dunford would have got a penalty, so I don't think they. I think they're just gonna clear it here.
And I think that's two traders working together.
Yeah, that might have been a planned move. Still haven't seen that 94 penalty cleared. And obviously, I mean, I went back and looked just now and can't see anything he should have got a penalty. Ooh, whoops, just click Bernie the pace car instead of somebody. He is serving it. He is serving the penalty. What?
Maybe they told him that he had to serve it. I don't know.
What? We just made the leader of the race serve a passing. Okay. Just when you think you've seen it all.
He must have been the leader when the caution came out, right?
Yeah, but by clear as day, plain as like by car length.
And that's
How
what
do
he
you
was
get a passing
saying.
under yellow penalty?
Well, here's the thing. Coming to pit road, if you pass the pace car going onto pit road, it'll give you that penalty.
I mean, I went and looked, and he went down pit road off the bumper of the pace car.
Did he gas it, though, to get faster than the pace car?
I don't know. I didn't look that intently.
Yeah. That's the only... It's happened to me. It happened to me in a league race, and I was like, why did this happen? And they broke it down. If you pass even part of the pace car coming down pit road, it'll penalize you.
I mean, what's weird is he lost a lap, but they're gonna... I'm even more confused here, too, because technically he just pitted within 2 to go.
No, he pit on. Oh yeah, lap 8.
Oh, Ryan Fry!
Don't kill anybody.
Good save.
Him and Forrest.
Some valuable points on the line here as we come to take the white flag on the stage.
Absolutely very valuable points. And this final lap of the stage is brought to you by the Wrestling with Nerds.
Dean Demmer with a big run here, going to try to do something with it. Kind of expected this, but he's got no help. I don't know how far he can actually go. Side drafting with these cars, not as big of a thing as you can with, like, say, the next-gen car. You can side draft your way to the front with those things. I imagine somebody at some point is going to duck out and try to get a couple extra points here.
I would assume so. But it's not looking like it right now. Let's see what happens coming out of turn 4.
Long straightaway back to the line.
There goes Jesse Adams. Oh, got everybody
Demmer
wet.
to the outside. The one to the outside. Demmer's at least going to try to get one, but I don't think he at the line might have.
Caution, yellow flag.
Looked
It's going to
like,
be real interesting to see where they're going to score everybody there.
looked like he got P7. Nick Trader wins the stage here at Talladega, followed by Drew Trader, Randy Howe, Jesse Adams, Ben Morrow, Josh Fox, and Dean Demmer, followed by Joe Darnell, Farron Elam, and Mick Olofsson, rounding out the top 10. Whew! That was insane. Everybody just at the same time migrated to the high side.
AJ, I'm going to tell you, going to look at the still photo of it, I am glad I don't need to make that call. I mean, if you go to TV2 as they took lap 20, you will see what I'm looking at. Oh my, tighten it.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. I'm just going by
mean,
what the overlay was saying.
Who did the overlay have?
I had Dean Demmer in 7th.
That is,
And
wow.
as he's pacing right now, he is running around in 7th. But
that is wild.
Dylan Dunford, the driver of the number 94 Chevy Camaro, should be going by and getting his lap. Minute he gets caught up, because he was kind of far behind. Should be catching the field right. Well, he's got Ryan Fry.
There's some combination button.
TJ, for
Take a
a
screenshot.
first stage, what are you thinking?
That was fun. Other than the crash.
Oh, obviously. Especially when it took out 2 playoff drivers. 2 very good playoff drivers. Now basically in a must-win situation or must finish well while everybody else finishes poorly going to Iowa next week.
Uh-oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, now I really made it mad.
We got everybody coming down pit road. And there is Dylan Dunford staying out to get that lap back. Actually, Jesse Adams is going to stay out.
There we go. AJ, I am sending you a photo in the chat for channel that we are.
Okay.
I would, if you could, just pop that sucker up on the screen.
Gee, you're making me do way... Yeah, I can't call that.
Like I said, I'd throw that, either go find it or just throw it up on the screen and, yeah, because it was cool. This is the fun part about having 2 broadcasters able to go do 2 different things at the same time.
Fill dead air while I do this.
Fill dead air. All right, we are ready for pit stops.
Already
Coming out
happened.
of pit stops. They should be coming around to get the lights off the pace car and
Also
choosing
doing the
as,
choose.
was gonna say choosing as well with the lights going off.
There it is. That is how close
Yeah, I don't
It
want to call
was.
that. I don't want to be the guy that had to make that call. But we are out of middle of 3 and 4 right now. The banking on the wrangle I'm looking at, so cool. So banked. I want a short track bank like this place. It's going to be freaking cool.
I want it more banked.
What do you want? Like upside down? I mean,
No. Just a short track with more banking.
could you imagine going to a short track where you don't have to lift into the turn because it's banked that much? It'd be like
That's-
one of those ring of death things.
The Hot Wheel tracks.
Oh god, yes, the XV racers from back in the day. If you know, you know. Those things are so cool. Charge them up, drop them on the track, watch us. Oh, it was every kid's dream. Somewhere I still got them, and I got the track. I don't think the cars. They actually came out with back when like Tony Stewart was in the 20, but it was a Toyota, and Kyle Busch was the M&M's 18. They came out with something similar that they recharged using an air quote gas can that plugged in like a headphone jack and would charge the cars up, and it was the same idea. The cars were fatter and shorter, but they were still pretty cool. It's also hilarious if you have a tiny dog and they start chasing them around the track.
Well, the lights are off on the iRacing pace car. We're just getting out of turn 2. We still got a little bit of time. We're going to take a very fast commercial break.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We're back from Talladega SuperSpeedway for the no-skill 187 pace car. Down, heading towards pit road. Well, we have a choose rule in the EFRL, and nobody wanted that outside.
This was the no skill race, right? Look who's second and third, as they said themselves. We got Flu Game in third, and we got Mr. I Can Win, right? Because it's no skill Mick in second. Love it.
Green, green,
Too
green.
bad Mick has nobody behind him.
And there it goes. Dean with a good launch. Are they trying to work with Mick?
I mean, might as well, right? It's another driver on the track. Somebody you can work with, just even for now.
Both running about a half a lane up. Ben Morrow really hit the parachute here. He's got to be careful. Don't want to lose the back end of the line.
No, you got to hang with that field. You cannot lose them. That will not work now. There is no stage to bail you out.
Jesse Adams is going to help him out by cutting in front of him. And there goes Mick heading to the point.
Mick Olofsson in the no-skill race. Come on, Mick, man. I'd love to see him lead some laps.
At least one. We're just under 50 laps remaining here tonight. Just shy of halfway through a cup race. And there it is.
Man, look
Mick
at these guys
and
battle.
Farron taking P2. That is a good-looking number 1 car. And Dylan Dunford just getting his lap back, already back up to 3rd.
Look at that 94 fly the outside.
Oh, yeah.
Woo, woo.
And they're crossing the line right now, and that's going to give Farron Elam P1 that lap. They're going to cut to the inside right in front of Mick, TJ. It's literally, we're playing bunny hopping with cars. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, I don't think you are. Remember, there was a year they were doing that. They could, like, make a pass on one guy, and I don't remember the year, but, like, Tony Stewart was doing it real good. He'd side draft a guy and, like, take his spot, and he leapfrogged his way all the way from, like, mid-pack to the lead. Just taking one guy at a time. Oh, a couple guys diving to the top.
I say we have a little bit of a gap brewing between the 24 of Mick and Dean Demmer, but TJ, you mentioned it. Joe Darnell looking to that outside. He had help for maybe a split second, and nope.
A breath of help.
Oh, thanks, guy, and they're gone.
I don't know.
Adam Caps in the two.
Ryan doesn't seem like he's either, I don't know, like they won't close up.
I think they're just riding. In all honesty, I just think they're riding.
Yeah, but if they let those front three get away too much, I mean, I guess a whole pack of cars should be able to run them back down, but I mean, maybe they know something I don't know. The 12 ain't riding, I can tell you that for free. He made a pro gamer move.
He's still making those moves. And TJ, you mentioned side drafting, how it's not huge with these cars. He's making it look huge.
Well, that or like you said, they're just riding. It's so weird right now. Look at him. Like he's by himself has come from I don't even know where. Is everybody else off throttle? Are they trying to save? I mean, what is the strategy right now?
Look at your top 4 drivers, TJ. Non-playoff drivers. Actually, 5 out of the top 6 are non-playoff drivers.
I mean, I'm gonna go into crew chief mode here. It's a 75 lap race. It's lap 30 right now. If you could go 25 laps from here, you'd be sitting at 55 and you'd make it on 20 to go. Are they trying to split that a little bit maybe and go like 27? Is there maybe fuel strategy games being played at a plate race, AJ?
Well, there could be. We've seen it happen before where the stage caution or just any caution comes out at a certain time. We're like, we might not actually be able to make it here. But when it comes to these plate tracks, what's one thing you're not doing if it's a green flag pit stop?
Tires.
You are not taking tires. And you're only taking the amount of fuel you need.
Yeah, and I guess if you are saving, if you're running 3/4 throttle, saving fuel. I mean, clearly they're doing something between 4th to 5th, because those guys and everybody behind them do not seem to mind it, either.
I mean, we're on
those
board. We're on
front
board with Nick Trader. Listen to this. Doesn't sound like he's full throttle.
No, I don't think they are. I don't at all. Like I said, I don't know if they're close and they're just trying to get a couple laps. Trying to play around with my black box right now and zoom out a little.
Oh, you figured it out? Good for you. But up front, Dylan Dunford leading, followed by Farron Elam, Joe Darnell, and Mick Olofsson. This front 4 pack. And then from Mick to Dean is just over a second and a half. So these front 4 faster than the rest of the field.
I guess without getting in the car, I can't zoom out. I don't think.
But look at this. You have Dylan Dunford leading. He's sitting right at 8. 8,000 RPMs. 8,000. We're going to go all the way back to Dean. Not even close. Maybe 78. He's also getting shoved. Nick Trader looking to that outside.
The 13 just questioned why they were letting them drive away, and as that was said, the Trader team went.
So Ben Morrow, sitting in 13th, said, "Why are we letting him get away?"
He did, and then as they were having that conversation, it was very brief, but as it was happening, the Transcendent guys left the bottom.
It's got to be a strategy move for Dean, 100%, because he's either low on power somewhere, or it's a strategy move, because they're going to lose these 4 guys too. And they already have.
Yeah, I guess it's possible that Dean Dean's got damage. Granted, I'm going to click over to the cockpit cam. That 56 certainly seems to be a bit faster now, above 8,000. 81, approaching 82,000 RPM.
It's either there's damage on that 41 or it's a strategy call. And if it's a strategy call, how far back are you willing to go?
Well, I mean, think about this, AJ. If it's a strategy call to cut out a pit stop, I'd be willing to bet you that 170 miles an hour on track versus 55 down pit lane is a huge difference in what you'd gain and lose. If you can cut out a pit stop somehow.
Yeah, but I think we're just looking at one pit stop, one more pit stop for everybody.
No, not from the 430. They were only getting a roughly 25 laps of fuel. We went green about, and that was on the high end. That was saving. Like I said, when I did my run earlier by myself, I had 22 laps of fuel when I had got up to speed.
Yeah, but that's by yourself.
Right. But it was also wide open by myself. So you're going to save, in theory, a tick more, but not a lot more. If you can run half, quarter through, I mean, put it this way, they're all back together.
Yep. We're all single file right now. We literally killed that whole time to now they're back all single file.
If they were saving, they've saved. Or everybody else realized what they were doing and backed up to them.
I'm literally curious about Ben Morrow here. Listen to the off throttle time, everybody. He is off throttle a lot, and the draft is just pulling him the rest of the way. Listen, he's off. He's off. He's feathering it. Now he's back in it.
Right, and he's not just doing that to lay off the guy in front of him. Like I said, these guys have realized what everybody else is doing. They realize what's going on. It's a matter of, can you get to lap 50 or 52 or 50, whatever that number is, if it's 22 laps of fuel, you got to get to that lap to make it one stop. If you can't make it, you're going to lose this race just on pitting. You're going to have to pit an extra time. That's 50 to 60 seconds on pit road while these guys go flying by you at 170 miles an hour.
Literally a high-speed traffic jam right now. Whole field, all single file. Nobody really trying to push the envelope right now. But our top 4 are all non-playoff drivers. Dylan Dunford, Farron Elam, Joe Darnell, and Mick Olofsson. Gotta give him the TV time.
Good for Mick, you know,
especially that 24. Because the only time he really gets TV time is for when he's usually upside down.
Ooh,
I know he's listening to the broadcast. I wouldn't be surprised if he's chuckling right now.
Probably. Knowing him, he's gonna figure out a way to text type you.
I don't know how he does that. I would think it's illegal. Maybe not in NASCAR.
I mean, if you got a button key to where you can talk to text. It's a hands-free device, right?
Kind of. But TJ,
You know,
we
now
are 39 laps in, about to put lap 40 on the board next time by. What have you noticed so far with these drivers?
right now it's cool, calm, and collected. Cool as a cucumber. Got to stay that way for now. At some point, the switch is going to flip. I imagine post pit stop.
And it really looks like everybody's just being content. I really thought Farron Elam was going to look to the outside of the 94 as he drifted basically under the yellow line. Ooh, a lot of drivers are popping the apron.
Tell you, AJ, I'm only 12 laps behind some of these guys. I might go turn some laps and get me a top 15.
No, don't do that. If it wasn't a playoff race, I would say yes.
Yeah, I know. I know. If it wasn't playoff guys that I would pass too.
But TJ, holy cow, our biggest mover of the race is currently our leader. Started P15, sitting P1, that's Dylan Dunford. And
not by much. Mick from 18th to 4th. Joe Darnell from 16th to 3rd. Some crazy jumps.
But that's what's really unique about these super speedways. You can come from anywhere on the racetrack and be in the lead. Correct, TJ?
Yeah, I mean, you've got to have a car that can get to the front. I think we've seen that on most guys. AJ, who'd you pick to win this race?
He's out of the race.
Did he? That's broadcaster.
Matt Cochran. I picked that number 4. But he got turned.
He got killed. I won't hold that one against you. You only cursed him.
But all still single file. A couple things that I've seen is the 41 of Forrest Smith. You know, he's been looking just ever so slightly to that outside.
Oh, the one car got out of line.
Hitting the chute. And he's going to get freight trained.
AJ, I'll be right back.
All right. Probably going to get some information on our team. Because as everybody knows, we are part owners in Rocky Faith. But yeah, Farron Elam is sinking. I don't know if it's a fuel issue or he's just seeing it getting very crazy up there. But he's fallen all the way back to that 12th position, about to be 13th. Gonna probably sit right behind the 2 of Adam Capps. And Adam's giving him the room. Good for that number 2. I know he's multiple laps down, not really where he wants to be, but showing the respect to the lead lap drivers. 44 laps into tonight's race. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It's the Extreme Forces Racing League Transcendent Designs Xfinity Series from Talladega SuperSpeedway for the No Skill 187. Currently, we have 13 drivers on the lead lap, 14 drivers racing, 2 cautions so far, and our first caution of the evening did knock out the 48 of Paul Irvin and the 14 of Vern Hawkins, along with Matt Cochran. And there goes Mick Olofsson heading towards the back as well.
AJ?
Yes, sir.
Went and talked with some people.
I figured.
I was gonna ask you about this. I decided not to. Hi, boys. How you doing? You're live.
What's going on?
Just out the race.
Just out here driving around.
I can see the
Okay.
wind.
I hope you're having fun. We're having fun. Good job missing the crash for the most part.
My windshield is really dirty. TJ, can you come out here and clean it for me?
I mean, I could clean you out. That would clean
No.
it. Okay.
Hey, Ryan, you want to go to the front?
I mean, I don't care. I mean, you go, I go, bro.
All right, we'll try
Mick
that.
Olofsson to pit road. Mick Olofsson to pit road. That 24. Ooh, locked up the brakes getting to pit road.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put it out there. That whole thing with Mick at the beginning was my fault. I ran through Dean into Mick. I'll take the blame for that. I apologize to him.
All right, let's go, Ryan.
I think I blew my motor on pit road.
You will.
I have a meatball.
You will 100% blow your motor if you're not running it.
Interesting. Well, boys, I'm gonna send you back since you're going to the front and scaring the hell out of me while doing it.
Nah, it's fine. Leave us right in here.
I wouldn't.
No, I'm not gonna. Those guys are crazy. They told me they were just gonna ride around. I'm like, oh, we'll pull you up then. Then they're like, oh, you want to go to the front? Yeah.
Future reference, TJ. That's I was told not to do that.
Oh well, now I know.
That's why I said future reference. The minute you said I was gonna ask you, but never mind, I was like, what?
AJ, how do you shut the car off?
No, sure.
Interesting.
Honestly, no clue. I for ignition? I have no clue.
Yeah, it won't shut off. Well, if I blow the motor, I blow the motor, I guess. I made a lap. I'm not finishing last.
But yeah, they said they were gonna go to the front, and holy crap, TJ, they went. Did you
It scared the hell out of me while doing it.
Did you get any strategy at all from them?
Oh yeah, yeah. I just, you know, insider secrets. Would you like to know?
Oh, so you're not going to tell everybody what the strategy is most likely going to be.
I mean, if you hadn't figured it out through what they were doing, yes, they were fuel saving.
I figured. Apparently, they don't need to anymore.
I would assume with going to the front, they had saved what they needed to save. As Ryan shoves Dean off into the corner and almost dies doing it.
That's what I'm afraid of. But yeah, they drove past everybody like they were stopped. But here comes the 23 and the 55. Oh, and they're gonna bring Ben Morrow as well. I think when they realized that they needed to save, oh wow! Here comes that outside lane. Excuse me, pardon me. Goodbye. Oh,
maybe
here comes Dunford.
Maybe it did blow. Maybe that's what it was.
I told you. You blew the motor.
Because I just tried to go out on the track thinking I could get a tow back to pit road and that would take my car off the track. It did not.
Jesse Adams, currently your highest running playoff driver, sitting in second. Then you have Ben Morrow, Dean Demmer in fourth. Sorry. Then you have to go all the way back to seventh place for Nick Trader, eighth, Drew Trader, Randy Howe, and ninth.
Dunford pitted, AJ. I don't know if you caught it.
Yep.
It sounds like the RFM guys are going. The 23's going. The 13's going. The 55. Oh, and everybody but Demmer with an issue entering.
Dean still might get a unsafe pit entry for clipping the grass.
Oh, the 23. Oh, my God. They almost wrecked on pit road.
That's going to be really interesting to see with that 41, because he did clip the grass going in, and if you clip that grass, you're going to get an unsafe pit entry.
Well, and I mean, some of that not of his own making because...
Oh, he sent it. He 100% sent it. That's all on him.
Well, no, I mean, I think the 55 slowed up more than he had anticipated, and he kind of had to avoid an evasive and couldn't get it wound up as much as he would have liked to.
Here
Ryan
comes everybody
Fry
else.
with the great entry. The
Yeah,
13, the 13 had slip slided it. The 23 slip slided it. The
like I
Jesse
said,
Adams slip slided it.
They're penalizing the 41 right now.
Are they?
Yep.
It is what it is.
And that's going to basically ruin the 41's race without a caution. Nick Trader right there. You're going to drop back all the way to the one of Farron Elam and Dylan Dunford. Here comes Jesse Adams along with them.
Did Mick just say I've had enough?
I can't hear it, TJ.
Well, no, I mean, he's 6 laps down.
Oh, I don't know. And Dean Demmer is going to be the first car 1 lap down on pit road for a minute 50. When you really should only be on pit road for right around 45 to 50 seconds.
So you're thinking like 20-second penalty, 15-second penalty?
No, about a minute penalty.
Now, granted, he might get his lap back as everybody else cycles through.
Everybody is already pit.
Oh, well, never mind. Don't listen to me. Like I said, Ryan Fry with the great pit entry of that group.
Yeah, let everybody wreck in front of him.
Because, but imagine the 23 served the same penalty. The 13, fun, but I don't think he got a penalty, right?
Spinning is fine. Just don't touch the grass.
Well, the 23 was way out in the middle of the grass.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, the 23.
I mean, this is one of those races right now where playoff point wise it's not gonna hurt him too bad, but it still ain't great when the front 3 are all playoff guys. It's gonna really tighten it up between who the hell is that ahead, above Fry?
Jesse Adams.
Yeah, Jesse, and then obviously
Randy and both traders.
Yeah, but I mean, Ben, obviously, he's kind of racing with him heads up, although Dylan kind of in a weird spot here. They've kind of stacked up right there behind him.
Yep.
Dunford.
But look at this, TJ. The 48 of Paul Irvin and Vern Hawkins both back out on the racetrack.
Obviously have are just trying to get a couple points.
Yeah, that 14 came out and made one lap. That 48 actually looks good, and it's holding a draft.
He's probably gonna, yeah, I imagine he's gonna run as many laps as he can. Maybe try to catch Mick.
He might be able to catch Mick.
Uh,
Actually, if Mick runs one more lap.
Gonna say, what's 32 with some subtraction? Mind you, they've only got 23 to go, 24 to go.
Yeah, and he's 22 behind.
Right.
So if Mick unfortunately ran one more lap, Paul would just stay right where he is.
Paul's probably also got a pit though, so that might come into play. You know, where he's going to have to go in and pit, and during that lap where he's pitting, they might finish the race on him. He potentially stands to gain a position, which right now would be huge for moving on.
Currently looking at the battle at the front of the field. The first, what is this, 4 cars and Paul Irvin all within 0.3 of a second. And then you have 7 seconds back to Dylan Dunford in the 94. That back has Jesse Adams, Farron Elam, and Ryan Fry. Dean Demmer riding all alone on the racetrack, on the complete opposite side of the racetrack.
Oh, Mick answered my question. Apparently, I don't know if you mentioned it, AJ. Apparently his wife called and he had to bail on the race.
Oh. Hopefully it's a good call, not a bad call.
That's too bad. He was having a really good run.
He was having a phenomenal run. Mick, you actually had good TV time instead of bad TV time. But I
Mick,
guess...
come back and run a lap, buddy.
No, stop it.
You'll make it. You'll make it so these guys can just park it and enjoy the evening.
TJ, stop it. You're a broadcaster.
Oh, I'm just making fun of you.
I know. I understand.
He's still like 20 laps behind him. Granted, we've got that amount left. How long before Dean is lapped again?
Well, Dean Demmer is passing the finish line there, and the leaders are just coming out of 4.
So
yeah, not very long if they keep drafting up here. And look at that. They are really... Like, if I was Paul, as much as I don't want to change any of this top 4, I would really be drafting with these guys. Not sticking it to their outside and side drafting the whole time. Unless he is purposely trying to slow down this front pack. But Drew Chatter currently a race leader.
some interesting chatter happening in the Chatterverse, AJ.
Anything you could say?
I mean, I'm just gonna say I do believe a member of the team of the 4 cars at the front of the field isn't thrilled with a member of the team on the outside of that line running to their outside.
So what you're saying is I was correct.
Potentially slowing them down.
And there's really nothing those 4 cars can do. Unless they're going to door check them out, and then it's going to cause caution and allow multiple
Everybody.
drivers to, get back to him.
I mean, it would bring everybody that's, 12th on up into the race. And I mean, and it really, it was said he's not doing anything wrong. It's his race. If that's how he wants to race his race, he is allowed to do that.
And it's not like they're slowing down by that much.
No, I mean, they've still got 6 seconds.
7.
You get my point.
Yeah, it's an extra second. But this
If
is
the
your
40
front pack.
If the 48 running on their outside somehow leads to the next 4 catching them, by God, I'm here for it. But the likelihood of that actually having a effect, I don't think is very, very likely.
I don't know, TJ. There's a certain word that you have yet to say tonight.
And I'm not gonna for that very purpose. What I am gonna say is
They're catching Josh
behind-
Fox and Ben Morrow.
Behind Dean Demmer is Josh Fox and Ben Morrow. And behind them is the leaders.
And they're just going to go right along by the 41.
It is in Dean's best interest to latch onto the back end of those cars and try to stay with them.
Yeah. It 100% is, but can he? 'Cause they're already starting to pull away.
I think...
Yeah, they're gone.
I don't think so. I think he's got him. You mentioned the suck up on these cars. I think he's got him.
Yeah, I think so too.
And here's the thing. When those leaders get here, if I'm Dean Demmer, and I'm just saying this as being Dean Demmer, not owner Dean Demmer, I'm putting it too wide in front of those guys to try to break them up, keep them behind me, do whatever I can. We watched it one night, AJ. We've seen it in this league.
The
2-lap
leaders.
cars dueling as the leaders of the pack for the lucky dog position. And come to find out, they were there when a yellow came out. Both got their lap back.
Oh, wow. Paul Irvin has made it all the way up to the second car in this group.
Here's the thing. If they were that worried about it, they just let him in front of them. You've got 7 seconds to give. If they were that worried about the 48 affecting him, they could give up a second and let him go. Or just not worry. I mean, it's not costing them any time. Not really. It has right now. It is actually almost cost them a second, but we're talking, there's 12 to go. They've lost a second in 10 laps?
Yeah, exactly.
If anything, I think he's just trying to make him jittery and it's job done. As he actually falls in line now. Like I said, I think it's going to be more interesting when these guys, because they are going to catch this front three. And how long does the team play team friendly? And what can Paul do? Can Paul maybe try to help, you know, these guys, these back three? Because obviously the moment the 13 or the 23 gets lapped, Demmer is done. It's over. He needs to keep them ahead of them as well. And as I say that, Morrow pulls out of line and lets the 41 go. I don't know if he's got a save or what the deal is. Oh, are they pitting back there? What's going on back there, AJ? Oh, no, they just... It was just the 56 was just way lower than the... Or the 25 was way lower than the 56. Maybe Morrow just let Demmer in to push.
Maybe somebody needed clean air.
Well, Josh Fox remained in his position at the front of that group.
Wow.
Ben was second in line. He gave up second in line to third in line, but the leaders are there. I mean, they can see him before too long on the camera angle you're at. They're gonna be on top of him. I bet by 8 to go. As they're also going by the 14, this front three.
Matt Cochran's also back on the racetrack as well.
Good to see they got it repaired. I don't know, unless these guys are thinking the other guys blow up here, what they think they're going to gain. The 14 has been caught by this group, and they are going by them.
Going, and gone. Unfortunately, that Vern Hawkins machine, very low on power. I wonder if Matt Cochran's going to play any moves up here with the 48.
I don't know, but he just pulled out wide to let those guys go.
Yeah, he did. Looked like he tapped the brake a couple times, too.
That's not to say, though, that he doesn't get down in behind him and try to grab on. He's trying to grab on. I don't think he's got the car to do it. The leaders, I was wrong. It won't be 8 to go, but they are on them. They can see them. It's only a matter of maybe a straightaway before the front four have caught this front three. Now they get out of line. That's going to hasten that approach. Probably by about the time we come back around to take 6 to go, these guys will have been caught by the leaders. Demmer about to make that bumper pretty wide, I would think, because his race, any way he could gain in this race hinges on not getting past 48 to pit road. I kind of knew that was coming eventually. Mind you, while all that happened, the back four lost a second and a half.
There it is. They're going to go to the outside. Dean is
Might have
not
made
going to
that
fight
move
them.
too early. I think Dean's been pretty respectful to a lot of drivers all year. I think this is just him showing that it's. He could be putting up a way bigger fight for that spot right now.
There it goes.
Oh, well. Yeah, but all they got to do is not work with him. Now they're kind of committed for the moment. But like I said, this doesn't really help Dean because if the 13 gets lapped, he's just as dead in the water.
Yep.
I mean, I guess in this scenario, he could take a wave around if they were to pit. But I doubt they would pit.
And they're gonna ditch him.
Yeah,
There
I
it
mean,
is.
I was gonna say, it was to be expected. I mean, he can only do so much with one car versus 4. Had the 48 still been there, it would have been interesting to see what 4 versus 4 could have done. But I mean, again, it's just lap cars trying to hang on. Honestly, the battle for this group now shifts between the 13 and the 3 on which one would possibly gain the lucky dog should there be an untimely incident. But mind you, there's 4 laps to go.
Yeah, we're coming to 3 to go.
Right. I mean, there's not a lot of racing left. With the pit stop,
Woo!
AJ, can Paul catch Mick?
I don't think so. But that gap for Dunford has grown to 11, 12, almost 12 seconds, TJ.
Well, they've kind of got split up if you look. And actually making a move for the 5th position on the outside, Ryan Fry.
2 drivers that this means absolutely nothing to, just bragging rights.
I can tell you it means something to him. A top 5 for him in this series, no matter what the style of racetrack, is going to go a long way in his book. And there it is. There's the block down. He's got to hold on for 2 more laps. It may not mean anything to Dylan Dunford. It will definitely mean something to Jesse Adams. He would love to get ahead of these guys, but he is now 5th in line with no clear way of gaining back by these guys.
Look at this. Demmer and Irvin, multiple laps down, but fighting on that outside. But we're going to go back. Actually, we'll keep it right here so you guys can see if the Transcendent team is going to attempt to do anything. And this is the Wrestling with Nerds white flag.
AJ, if anybody was going to attempt anything, I would think the 8 car here would maybe try to improve his. But I imagine Drew and Nick are going to just stay where they are. You're probably looking at Michael Waltrip and Dale Jr. from 01.
Oh, the Coke 600? Or the Coke,
And the first
400.
race. The first Daytona and the second Daytona, they're committed to each other.
Oh,
The 8 does.
is
The 8 popped
Randy
out.
trying something? Nope. Never
The thing is, you say if Randy tries it, I'm pretty sure the 25 tries it and tries it better. They are getting racy here. I just don't think it's going to be mattering much. Too little, too late.
And Drew Trainer is going to win at Talladega.
Followed by Nick, followed by Randy. Transcendent team with the drivers that they had in the points battle are going to 1, 2, 3 the opening race. Is it fair to crown them the owners champions yet? I mean,
I would think so. And Ryan Fry looks like he's going to get 6th. Ryan tries to come up and block, but the 94 with the run on that outside. Yeah, a little contact there, lost at the last second.
man, AJ, I again don't want to be the guy that has to make that call.
And there's all 4 of them burning it down at the line.
Team game, and they played the team game the best.
Absolutely. Waiting on the drivers to get in the waiting room, and we'll talk to your top 3 podium finishers. But TJ, before we do that, want to talk about what we recorded before the race tonight? Give a little spoiler for any wrestling nerds.
Well, Friday you can see debuting wherever these things debut. I'm pretty sure it's Apple Podcasts.
It's just YouTube now.
Oh well, just the YouTube verse. You will see yourself wrestling with nerds. Our podcast. We put a podcast out every week, and we've been covering Survivor Series here. We're doing like a 3-part special of each of us selected a Survivor Series we thought had an important impact to us, to the world. Check it out on Fridays. We're 2 Survivor Series in. We're 10 episodes in now, AJ?
That'll be 11.
This one will be 11 this week, so it's been fun. I enjoy doing it a ton, and check it out on Fridays. We would love for you guys to interact. If we could get some interaction, that'd be cool. And you'll see the logo more on this channel. That's on cars and on places hidden around like white flag laps.
TJ, let's go straight to our podium finishers. It's going to be first off the driver that won the no skill 187. TJ, they're all yours. I kind of have to deal with something over here, but take it away, my friend. Here's Drew.
Drew, you got a copy.
Oh, is that too much excitement?
No way, sir. You're the no skill winner.
Hell yeah. That takes no skill, man.
I wish I had a no bull 5 to give you.
Oh man, what a race. What a race.
I'd say you guys as a team executed it to perfection. I mean,
it was exactly what we planned. We planned to try to make sure everybody pitted, then all 4 of us get in there. We knew we were good as long as it sucks that we lost Vern. Because
Right.
5 cars would have been a lot better than 4, but we knew once we got into pit road and nobody sped, we all got off. I even checked up to make sure I let the other 3 get to the back of me. But once we got going and we knew we could push and we watched the gap grow, we knew we were good. So what a strategy. Glad it worked. Super excited right now, man.
yeah, I envy you guys so much. I love this style of racing. I wanted to race. I made a lap tonight just so I didn't finish last to the race control guy.
Yeah, we've seen that.
But I mean, just good team effort. I'm pretty sure without doing some math, I think you guys might have locked that up at some point here recently. The team championship.
Yeah. I mean, we were like 190 some odd points ahead of second.
Right.
This is only going to just,
Make
cement
it
it
even more.
Yep. So we're already kind of internally celebrating that. So
good run for 3 of the 4 playoff cars from your stable here.
Yep. That's what we want. That way we can try to lock 3 into at least the next round to go to the championship.
Right. I mean, this is a good way to open it. Obviously, you got a couple more races you got to get through.
Just
Some
one
guys with
race.
Is it only one? Is it a 2 race
one.
finale?
It's a 2 race round and then a 1 race shootout. So.
Okay, we were there's like Iowa, and I don't have.
Yeah, Iowa's next, and then Charlotte's the championship race.
So you guys are right there. Like you're doing what you got to do. Obviously Vern had an issue.
Yep.
All with him had an issue. So it's gonna be.
I think
a
Dean
real
sped
fight
on
at
pit
Iowa.
road, so yeah, it's gonna be a slobber knocker there. So
I don't know if he sped. He touched the grass. So I think was what. Because I don't know, there was some issue with the guys in front of him, way they braked and he braked. And nobody braked the same, and he ended up in the grass. One of those kind of deals. But I mean, good for you guys. I don't know where AJ went. I think we're bringing Nick in here. I don't know. I was thinking to just do this and bring him now.
I was going to say you could bring all 3 of us up in here.
I mean, there we go. That's more better. That's more better. Now I've got the whole team. Guys, what a run.
Hey, guys.
We're all celebrating.
Yeah, we're drinking Vodka in Victory Lane.
Anytime you can put 4 cars from the same team in the front 4, you've done something special.
Yeah.
And You know, it would have been cool with the 5th, but he got caught up in trouble there early and just. But a good night for the 3 of you in the points battle too. That's crucial here. Is this short rounds, quick eliminations. That
this will be key for next week. So just making sure we get to
that fourth
just collecting.
spot is going to be a dogfight, and I think 3 of you have distanced yourself just enough that you have a slight edge.
Top 3 stage points and top 3 finish. So it should give us a pretty hefty gap on points, I would think.
Yep. I mean, a cushion is never a bad thing.
Nope, not at all.
And you guys earned that. So, I mean, just a hell of a run.
Yeah,
I mean,
now we go from this kind of track to Iowa, so let's see how that plays out.
You want to talk about polar opposites? I gotta ask, since I've got the 3 of you, was it always team to the finish, or was there a lap everybody had in their mind of I'm gonna try something?
It was team till like out of, I guess, the final lap. So because you kind of all seen us try to start going for it, and then I went around Dean and Paul to get to the outside. Nick tried to dip to my outside, so I went ahead and blocked him, and he pushed me out the rest of the way there. So
yeah, once I tried my move to push him out of the way, get him out of the way, but then he blocked me. I just stuck to his back bumper because I'd rather us finish 1, 2, 3 than wreck all 3 of us. So it was just kind of a team effort right there to finish good.
It was pretty cool. Me and AJ were talking. We're like, man, did they go? Did they stay team? I mean, I said to him, I think the traders might be Mikey and Dale right here. They might just stay committed to each other.
Yeah, once I got behind him. Yeah, once I got behind him and started pushing, I was like, as soon as I started pushing, I'm like, you got this, Drew. Just go ahead and finish it.
I mean, it was. You talk about perfect execution. You nailed that. I mean, just good job on and off pit road. You missed the one big incident that you had. I won't lie. I would have liked a little more chaos. Nobody else ever wants chaos.
I was kind of figuring something was going to happen. We were kind of just waiting for somebody to get wrecked, further back once we all got lined up and started, pulling that gap. We were kind of just waiting, hoping that it wouldn't happen, obviously, but we just wanted it to run out. That way we could finish it out. So,
well, we had a photo finish for 5th. So you didn't disappoint there. At least there was one photo finish somewhere. But good run, you guys. I mean, like I said, momentum, cushion, one race. Go out next week and survive, because I have a feeling that might be what Iowa is surviving.
Yep. Just clean race. I mean, we just got to do a clean race, get some stage points, finish top 10, and I think we'll be all right. So
go play in the corn, and hopefully it's a racetrack instead of a field.
Yep.
That going to be the play in the corn 200, whatever it is. That should be a name for it.
There we go. Play in the corn. Yep. There we go. Name set, boys.
AJ, are you back yet?
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't know if you're. Hey, you got any questions for any of these 3 that are up here right now?
Dude, I have no clue what you asked. I had a barking dog, and before he made it down to me, need to go take care of that.
All I ask, you want to talk to them. They're
Dude,
happy.
Well, your job isn't to make it entertaining. You guys, your job is to make it a stinker. And boy, that end of the race was a complete stinker on the broadcasting side. But man, as a team, shit, you guys put on a good showing.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it.
That's what we tried. That, like I said at the beginning of the interview, that was the goal, is for all the team cars to lock up and just run and get away from everybody.
Well,
we just won our team championship.
If real NASCAR, those teams could figure out what the heck you guys just did.
Yeah,
well, for a while there, I think Colleague had it figured out, and then they went and traded drivers, and now they don't have a.
All right, guys. Well, congratulations on the team's championship, locking that up. Nobody can pass you the next 2 weeks, I would assume.
No.
Not with how you guys have been driving all season. Jesus.
Yeah.
Tried to stay consistent.
Very consistent. Whether it's you guys not winning the race, which you guys have, you guys have been podium. I feel like you guys just need a nameplate up in the booth for when we interview you.
Yeah. It's been fun, man. It's been a fun season. So
we got to pour one out for our homie Vern not making the podium tonight.
Well, somebody was gonna have to sit off the podium.
Yeah, Vern sat on the top of it at the end twice, so he's got 2 wins. So he's been up here. This is my first. Nick's been up here. We got to get Randy up here, hopefully, in the last 2 races. Hopefully not the last race, because I'd rather take that one. But
All right, guys. Well, congratulations on the race. Congratulations on the team championship. We'll see you next week at Newton, Iowa.
Appreciate it,
all
guys.
right, guys. Yep, you guys have a great night.
See ya.
Yeah, TJ, like Fig Newton? Newton?
Oh, I gotcha. Newton, Iowa. I never knew that.
Oh, yeah. It's better than me saying Speedway, Illinois like an idiot. Have you ever heard that one? That soundboard?
Oh.
Oh, God. They made it a soundboard. But, TJ, break it down tonight.
It was a good race. For Talladega, it was calm, which is surprising. Wasn't so much the survivability once that first wreck happened. I think everybody kind of was like, man, I don't want to be that guy. I sent you another photo of just how close. It was the best I could get it.
I'm not going to be
Just
able
how
to pull it
close.
up.
Right. I kind of figured, but you could see just how close that battle for 5th really was.
Well, on the overlay, it says it's a 0.002
That's insanity.
to Dunford.
Yeah, I mean, they are, again, I am glad I don't make these calls. I'm glad they have telemetry out to the billionth because damn.
Right? But, TJ, I can't wait to see what we got next week at Iowa. It's going to be a fun race. Everybody, same time, same place, right here on All-Star 15 TV. We're just a couple people away from hitting that 400 mark on YouTube. Do it. Just do it. Where's that meme of Shia LaBeouf? that just, do it!
Do it!
We're that close. We're on the road to 1,000. 1,000 does open up a lot for the channel, logistical wise.
We are
But
going
yeah.
to play in the corn next week, AJ. We're getting corny on.
Yeah, we're getting very corny next stream, but you and I have a date with a video game that came out last weekend. So, everybody,
Yes,
stay cool, stay safe, and we'll
Maybe
see
you
you
should
next week at
Bring
Iowa.
that to All-Star 15.
No, that would be a nerds thing, number one, and number two, some of the people we play with that I found out over the weekend. I can just mute them. All right, bye everybody.
From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.